Hello guys, this is Karimale. Welcome back to my YouTube channel and hope we have been doing well. Of course I am. And today we are going to discuss a quick selection tool and layer mask in Photoshop. Let me hope we are ready for this one. This one is the best one. I will show you some tips and tricks how this tool works. Make sure you switch back your Photoshop, sit back well, and then let's do this. I open up my Photoshop. As you can see, I have this empty canvas. We are not going to use this one. I will go to my folder where my image is saved. I will drag some two images. We are going to work with this one and this one. As you can see, they are different images, but we end up with a nice concept. Let's do it. The first thing we start with, we are going to cut this woman from this background, and then we are going to add it to this background. Yeah, to the beginners this will look like magic. To the intermediate, I will show you some tips, and we are going to enjoy this part of Photoshop. It's a quick selection. It's a quick selection tool. Before we continue, make sure you do subscribe on the red button down there. Share this video wherever you can. Comment the next course that you want me to discuss about it in the future. Yeah, and let me know if you have a question at the end of this course. Let's begin. I will start by opening this canvas. I'll switch back this rock pad. I'll switch it off and then duplicate my layer. I will make this invisible, and then I will name my layer let's call it blue sky. No, I do double click and then let's call it blue sky. Yeah, it's a woman. She's not a sky. Just to rename the layer in order to recognize it. And then we're going to play with this image. As you can see, it's it has a nice resolution at 100%. You can see it. We are going to cut everything on this image, and then we are going to add it to this image. Yeah, I've duplicated my image, and then I will go to my selection tool. I make sure it has a positive selection. This one is for positive direction, and this one is for negative direction. My brush, I leave my brush at 100%, and then I can resize my brush by pressing open bracket. As you can see, my brush get bigger, and when I press cross bracket, cross bracket, my brush appear like this. These are the shortcut. Or you can go over here to this brush and then you resize it to the size, whatever size you want. I press cross bracket and then increase my size, and then I will select this image. It's a quick selection. When you press W, it goes back to quick selection. The shortcut of this one is W. Don't get confused. I hold Alt just to select in the negative direction, as you can see, and leave it. Yeah. What we need next is to refine edges. As you can see, we have these small hairs combined to the background, and then we need this hair. And I'm going to show you how it's done. Yeah. What I do next, I will hold my shift key and then select this bar. I hold my shift key and then select this bar perfectly. Okay, and the next thing we are going to do, we are going to do what we call refining edges. But by going inside there, you have to have a quick selection, as a selection there, and then we have this option of select and mask. I will click on it. I click on it, and then this window will opens up, and then we have this. We have properties side, we have tool side, and we have a small menu of features inside refining edges, inside the select and mask. Sorry, which are this one. You can resize your brush. You can resize sample layers, select subject, different ones. But for now, we are going to press this button here, like this small box. We are going to check a high quality preview. We need to see the selected parts and unselected parts. I will go to my refine edge brush. You can press arrow. This one is for refine edge brush, and this one brush tool, and this one is a rustle tool. Yeah, but for now we are going to use refine edge brush tool. And then I will come here. I add a radius of 2, because you are going to select like in the center of both background and this subject, or this image of this woman. I do like 2 as a radius, and smart radius. I'll be passing by edges, selecting by edges, stroke by stroke, and then we end up having a nice concept. Before you forget, you have to come here and then do remember setting. Today we are going to work, let's do like 2, and then we are not going to use onion skin or machine ants. We are going to use overlay. Why overlay? Because overlay, as you can see, it offers us unselected parts. As you can see, these are not selected parts. Let's do like this. Let's do OK and show you the difference. When you do like this, by pressing on this tool, as you can see, we can see the selected and unselected parts. By pressing double click on it, masked areas, there are ones which are visible, and then the selected areas, there are ones also which are visible, and then the ones in the red ones, they are not selected. As you can see, they are not selected. These ones are masked areas. This part which is in red color, even in this ray, but we are going to fix this through I have to switch it back through selection tool. I go to select and mask. I still have my settings, as you can see, cause I have checked remember settings. I go to my refine edge, press Z just to zoom in a little bit, and then I'll increase my size by going here. You can increase your size or decrease it, rotate it, wherever. You have to leave it as a hardness of 100%, and then let's do it. I will select I will do selection at the edges of the image. I'm trying to select these small hairs around the image. I'm trying to remove it from the background, as you can see. And then we have this gray inside the hair. We don't need this because you're going to use this image on the other background. You have to make sure it's clear, right? Yeah. And on this part, I'll go quicker. As you can see, we have a gray background from our real image, and we no longer need it. You have to make sure it's not appeared in the image. It's not appearing in the image. It's a bit boring, but I bet the result will be dope. Magic. Woo. It takes you time just to select these all small hairs. We are trying to select this part also. We fix this part in a few. you have to make sure your edges are well selected by going around it. Yeah. I think now my board is well selected. Let's add this right there. Yeah. Okay. We're going to fix this part through back in Photoshop, and then I press OK. As you can see, I have my selection. Oh, we forget this part. Let's go back. Forget this part. You have to make sure you fix this part. It will be better when you use mouse. While you are selecting this, you are playing around with this image. Yep, let's go back and check. I think now it's selected. I go to my selection tool and then add this back to the edges. We don't need to select and mask these areas because they are not kinda complicated. They have each sharpness. What I have to do is to make sure my selection is at the edges. Yeah, I think we are done with selection. No, not yet. We have to first fix this also. Yeah, we forget something. I go back to my quick selection tool and go back to select and the mask. I need to define some edges here. As you can see, it has the background details and we don't need this on our image here. to make sure everything is well selected. Yeah, let's switch it back. Oh, not yet. Yeah, let's keep it like this. And then the next thing I'm going to do, this is like an introduction to quick selection. In the next courses, I will show you more tips related to quick selection. Yeah, you have to stay in touch. And then let's continue. By going to layer mask. We're going to create the layer mask of this image. It's a simple and quick selection, but it takes time a bit. Yeah, and what we're going to do is to put it on a layer mask. What is a layer mask? In the next courses, I'll talk about more how layer mask works, what is layer mask, and more. But by introduction, cut this in 3, 2, 1. And the next thing we're going to do, we're going to cut this image from this background by using layer mask. Make sure you're using a layer mask, and the layer mask is down here. It's on this icon. Make a layer mask, or add a layer mask on this image by clicking on it, and then boom, our image will look like this. And what we need to do, we are going to take this image and drop to the other image I've shown you before, which is this one. We are going to take this image and drop it to this one. How we are going to do it? You have to also keep this in mind. You have to go to Window, Arrange, and the tabs we are working with, they are consolidated. They are these ones. We call this Consolidate Auto tabs, this option. And when you want to get out from that one, you have to go to Window and Arrange, Two up vertical. Photoshop opens up two interfaces. The one we are working with and the other one we want to continue with. And then I go to my layer. When you see the tab has a white words like this, it means it's active. Check this. And other ones which are not active, they are not highlighted, as you can see. And we are on this. I'm going to take this image. I will use selection tool, drag it and drop to this part. And then I will go to Window, Arrange, Consolidate Auto tabs. Yeah, we are going to resize this image. As you can see, maybe shows here because we are seeing this line. Shows here. Just it's a simple imagination. It's a simple imagination. It's kinda of manipulation. Let's try to fix this image to see if it can fit on this part. We have to make it a little bit bigger. We have to resize it. And as you can see, it's a simple one, quick one, and then the image can fit on any background. Let's drop the other background. Let's use this one. I open it up in Photoshop. Then I can also use this way just to drag the image from this artboard to the next artboard, as you can see. You can imagine. I think she can get closer to the image just to keep the perspectivity of the image. Yeah, like this. We can add this image to wherever we want. As you can see, the edges are perfect. They are fitting inside the other projects. It's real clear, right? Yeah, it's real clear. Real and clear. And this is a quick selection. And I will give you this image just to play around with it in links below. We download this image, and then you can practice more about quick selection from this example. And in the next courses, we are going to discuss more about quick selection, more about layer mask, and more about also Photoshop. It has more features. When you are running one tool, you explore more than one tool. You explore more features in Photoshop. Hope you enjoyed this course. Make sure you do subscribe and share this course to anyone you think he or she want to run about Photoshop. This is kind of for beginner, and in the next courses we are going to run to go intermediate and more advanced. We are going to work with channels. We are going to work with many more other stuffs. Yeah, I think that's it for today. I hope you enjoy it. Let me know if you have a question. You have to comment down below. I will try to answer them, and then let me know if you want to run more about Photoshop, the other courses. Stay in touch and make sure you do subscribe down below. Share this video to anyone you know who needs to run this. Yeah, I will keep recording more videos of Photoshop, mixing tutorials of Photoshop and Illustrator, and I hope you are going to enjoy this. Feel the arts. This was Karima Arts. Thank you for watching.